Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I enjoyed mine. So, two things I'll talk to you about today. They kind of lead into a bigger picture conversation. I don't know if I'll get too deep into that. I may not. So, the first thing I want to tell you is this guy, what the heck's his name? Joseph Stiglitz. Wants to shut down all crypto. He's from the IMF. This guy knows what he's talking about. Just shut them all down. Mr. Stiglitz, I'd like you to describe to me how you're going to shut down all the cryptocurrencies. Because apparently you don't know a damn thing about how they work there, bud. All you see is prices of these digital things, and you're like, it's volatile. I don't know. Why would anybody want to invest in them? It's volatile. Guess what? People make money in the volatile markets. Just saying. So, you may want to reconsider what you said there, Mr. Stiglitz. What else did he say? He thinks a digital way of tracking things, some type of transparency, would help out in the markets, keep things from maybe fraud happening. What does it? Oh, I don't know, maybe cryptocurrency. Geez, the last time I checked, the blockchain's public, it's open. And for those of you that don't know, unless you're running some type of privacy protocol to hide your IP address, Bitcoin is pseudo-anonymous. It's not completely anonymous, it's pseudonymous. So there would be ways of tracking it. I'm just saying, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So I think it is a way for the IMF to sit there and tell the people, the sheeple, hey, don't get into this stuff yet. We're still accumulating and figuring out, everything we can do with it. But it's working pretty good behind the scenes. But you guys don't buy crypto. We want to shut it down. Shut down all cryptocurrencies. Freaking moron. All right, those of you, maybe you're a Pepsi fan, maybe you're a Coke fan. I don't know. Pepsi worked with a couple agencies they worked on what am I going to call it? They called it a digital supply chain. But really it was dealing with this, I don't know, how can I phrase this so that it makes sense? They were doing it for advertising, to be more efficient in how advertisements went. Now, there's places I think that the blockchain and cryptocurrencies are going to be massively used. Like basic attention token, I've always liked their simple concept and idea. They're starting to open it up to the advertisers to pay people for watching their... they have the advertisers pay people in basic attention token for actually watching the advertisements, and then it kind of leads on to some more stuff. So you're actually being rewarded for advertising versus putting all the money into the advertising people and making Google extremely rich. But they did a little experiment with it, and I mean, when you think about supply chain, and this kind of goes back to what my thoughts were on Nike and their crypto kicks. They could absolutely solve things that way. And there's another place that supply chain, and actually I think it's on VeChain, which VeChain, initially I think their big thing was to get into supply chain management. There's Origin Trail. It's another good project that's dealing with supply chain stuff on the blockchain. And again, what does that do? It verifies that is what it is, that it was made here, it was shipped there. I mean, all that information could be taken care of in an open, public blockchain, which is way more trustworthy than trusting an organization. Why? Well, because no one can mess with stuff. Now, people can mess with the information that goes on there, but I'm sure we'll figure out ways to get around that. So, I'm just throwing that out there. Now, that leads me on to the bigger picture of things. I don't see privacy coins. They're going to always be around and they're going to be used, but I don't think they'll be accepted at a point of sale machine, or I don't think merchants will accept privacy coins. I really just don't see it happening, because I think the end goal with cryptocurrencies is to be able to accumulate a crap load of data, track it, trace it, slam dunk it, download it, upload it, encrypt it, and then give it back to everyone however they want it. Which is massive. I mean, data today is probably worth more than gold. Just saying. If you have data, you can do stuff with it. Sell it, download it, encrypt it, decrypt it, modulate, demodulate it. I don't care what you do with it. Code it, sort it, mix it all up, randomize it, and make money off it. Lots of it. But I think when you're able to tie all that stuff in, and that's the system that I think we're going to be living in as we move into the future. I still think Bitcoin and Litecoin are going to end up being stores of value. So buying Litecoin now would be a good store of value. Bitcoin, we already know that it's a good store of value. And then some of the other cryptocurrencies will serve as more of an actual currency, right? Or you're just going to see some stable coins end up taking over. I did hear Max Kaiser say that when Bitcoin hits $100,000 for one, that all the other altcoins will die. That's why I don't like maximalists. They don't see the big picture. Now, can you do everything that all these other altcoins are doing with Bitcoin and its blockchain? Yes, you probably could. You can write smart contracts, or will be able to do that soon in the future of Bitcoin, and are adding fungibility, like Litecoin's adding confidential transactions. So don't get me wrong, if a coin, a blockchain that's considered more of a currency and not like a token, I think they'll be able to add privacy features. I mean, especially if we already know that the banks and corporations like to have private transactions. Maybe you'll be able to see how much was moved the way we do now. Just look up the Block Explorer, sort the data. But you may not know who sent it to who, right? You may know the amount, but you're not going to know who sent what to who. And I think that's good. I mean, why does everybody have to know everything we do? I don't know. So, it's a beautiful day here in the Berg. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. If you're not, I don't know, smile. Today's a beautiful day. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, as your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you do so. Share this sucker on Twitter and Facebook or wherever you feel like sharing it, and hit that like button, and we'll see you tomorrow.